Hey everybody, it's Mr. 95 Cents. We're here for Mr. 95 Cent Sport Card Adventures. How we doing, everybody? Today I'm going back in time a little bit. We're going to open some 2024 Donruss. Find one autographed or memorabilia card per box. I might get Paul Skeens rookies in here. You never know. So we're going to try and do that. He's still doing good, but his team's not doing that good. But hey, you know, I like to get them because I got friends that like them, and I like to give them to them. So, all right, we got everything going on today. We got card shop stories, warehouse finds. We got box break, and I'm finding this business card here because I got an announcement to make. On Tuesday, we'll be doing a little bit of different kind of show. We're going to go down to Sob's Collectibles, and now let's see, that's at 257 North Main Street in Manville, New Jersey, at 1 o'clock on Tuesday, and I'm going to be involved with Pastor Ken's 300 sub giveaway show that he's going to be doing, and at the same time, I'm going to film it for our show and give away our prizes too. It's going to be completely different. We'll just pretty much do Pastor Ken's show, and he's giving a lot of stuff away, so check him out. He's on the featured channels down below, and he has different things. You got to email him and give him a message and this and that, and there's a dad joke thing, there's comments. He's giving away a lot of prizes, so I'm going to be involved with that, and so we'll see you on Tuesday then. I think he might be doing his live. Mine will be recorded, but I'm going to record the whole thing and send it to you at the regular time, and we're going to have some fun down there at Sab's. So if you're in the area, stop by. 257 North Main Street in Manville, New Jersey. That's probably be there from 1 to about 3 o'clock on Tuesday. So, God willing. And check out all our featured channels down below. We got a lot of great featured channels down there. A lot of great hours of entertainment and knowledge down there. I learn a lot of stuff by watching those videos. All right, we're going to go to our prizes. So if you commented on the last video and you're a subscriber, you're now going to have a chance for one of these prizes. First out of the box today is getting the 2024-25 Topps Chrome Basketball Pack. Second out of the box is going to get the Elite Series Donruss Aaron Rodgers card. Third out of the box is getting a 1992 Upper Deck George Brett MVP holograph. Ooh, it's hard to see. And fourth out of the box is going to get an SP Peter Forsberg insert. Okay, so we got our box right over here. Got a lot of names in there. Usually we average 45 to 55 comments, so not too bad odds still. All right. Good luck to everybody. We're going for the pack first. Oh, I got the one ticket. Oh, Angelo Campanella. Angelo is getting the pack. I got to send him some Pittsburgh stuff because he likes that Pittsburgh stuff. All right. We're going for Aaron Rodgers. Okay, got about 3 tickets in my hand. Here comes one. Huh, Luke. That's 2 weeks in a row, I think. Luke. All right. And he's a big Aaron Rodgers fan. Big. All right, so there we go. We got the George Brett going. Here it comes. Oh, Andy's Attic. All right. He's got the George Brett coming. And we're going for the Peter Forsberg next. Here comes Barry right there. All right. So Barry's getting the Peter Forsberg. All right, that's our 4 winners for this video. And later on, we'll show you some prizes that we're going to give away on Tuesday. And all you have to do is comment on this video and be a subscriber. All right, we're going to go right to Warehouse Finds here. All right, and we got some Pokemon. we got lucky. We found a lot more first edition Pokemon Rocket cards. One of the first sets of Pokemon back in what year are these? Let's see. Looks like 1998. So we got a few. They're all first edition. The Zubat, Magnemite. They got that little first edition sign in the corner, right at the bottom of the picture. Got a Dratini, Coughing, Slowpoke, Machop, Dark Raticate, and Diglett. Yeah, they're pretty nice. You don't see them around too much anymore. One of the guys told me he went to the one show that's local here, and like 70% of it was Pokemon. Pokemon's real hot in this area. You can't even buy it for a decent price. I haven't bought any new Pokemon in a long time. The Elite Trainer boxes that used to be like $50 are now like $150. So I can't see spending that kind of money. But hey, it's hot. We found a lot of Magic cards are going to be coming in the future. I'm finding a lot of stuff now. I knew I was going to find it sooner or later. This stuff's not that old, though. It's from Innistrad, which was in 2021. And we got mostly rares and some uncommons here. We got a Sunstreak Phoenix. For those of you that don't know, I know a lot about Magic. I ran tournaments in the store, and I was a Magic judge for quite a while. And I played, too, so I was one of the oldest players. I think it's a really great game. It's not easy to learn, though. All right, we got a Rem Carlos Stalwart Slayer. The artwork is crazy. Light Up the Night, and they keep coming up with new artwork, which is amazing. Got a Falkenrath Pit Fighter. Ashmuth Dragon. And this is a double-sided card, so there's a smoldering egg on the other side. You can present this either way when you put it out. So, yeah, let's see. Yeah, one's a Defender. Oh, it's a 0-4 Defender, which is pretty good. And it's only 2 mana. All right, we got a Village Reavers. This is also a double-sided because on the other side we have a Village Watch. It's a creature human werewolf. This is basically a werewolf card. Yeah. Okay. I remember these now. There was a night and day feature. So, Nightbound, if a player casts at least 2 spells during their own turn, it becomes a day card. So you can flip it. You flip it that way, you know. You have to do the different spells. All right, we get a Thermal Alchemist. Yeah, I haven't played Pokemon since I closed Pokemon. I haven't played Magic since I've closed the store. So it's been a while. It's been about almost 4.5 years. I did stick around and play. No, I played for about a year after almost. I think eventually they disbanded the group. The new owner was not into games. Burned down the house. Here's another one of these day-bound, night-bound cards. On one side, we got a Untamed Pup. And the other side, we got a Hound Tamer. We got a Dawnheart Mentor. Okay, that's a duplicate of what we already did. We got a Willow Geist. An Outland Liberator. And on the other side, we've got a Frenzy Trap Breaker. We've got a Clear Shot. Turn the Earth. And a Brood Weaver. It's, there we go. One of these days, maybe I'll go back to playing. Right now, I don't know. It's tough for me to go to a shop, especially local, and have peace and quiet. Let's put it that way, because people know me. Because I've been doing the hobby for years, and I wouldn't be able to play in peace and quiet. I'd be bothered all the time. So, I sort of stopped doing it. We got a Rob Gronkowski. That's what was happening when I was in my own store playing. Even though I had employees, working, I'd get interrupted all the time. And as I said back then, I was a pretty good player for being interrupted every 5 minutes. We got a Rob Gronkowski, because Magic, you need to concentrate a little bit. We got a Rookies and Stars, so we got all Rob Gronkowski here. We got a Topps Prime. It's the same, that's a different year Topps Platinum. Got a Fire. We got a lot of Rob Gronkowski. We got an Elite. This is a Topps Magic. And this is a different Platinum. It looks like it. A Sweet Spot. And then Illusions. So we have a lot of Rob Gronkowski here. Throw those over here. All right. Well, next we got another great player. Derrick Henry. You see, that's a duplicate right there. So we've got a Leaf Draft. A Score in the Zone. Got a Leaf Draft All-American. This is one of my favorite sets, the Unparalleled. That's from 2019. Got an Absolute. A Contender Season Ticket. And a Classics. What do they got on the back of Classics here? Okay. It's got a picture of like a pizza on the back. And it says Derrick's favorite food is chicken wings, but it's got a picture of a pizza. I don't know. At least they put a picture of the guy's favorite food. All right. Oh, we got some Neon Dion here. Got a few of them, yeah. Okay, Neon Dion. Yeah, I like him. We got a Pacific Prism. Some are newer and some are old here. Got a 92 Edge. Got a 90 Fleer. There's a wild card from 91. And we get a 2013 Topps Kickoff. Oh, Randall Cunningham, a 91 scorer, Randall Cunningham. Oh, that's a newer one. Don Russ Fan Club. Oh, it's not that new. So this is one's numbered to only 5,000 made. 1999. Only a couple of him. Our last football, we got a SP Authentic Future Watch, Ray Caruth. Oh, basketball. And this guy played locally, not too far from here, like 2 miles away. Troy Murphy. There's an MVP, Troy Murphy. He had a pretty decent career. We've got a 2003-2004 Topps. Got a Fleer Tradition. And we got a Flair Showcase. Yeah, he was popular around here just because he came from right around here. No, Jason Williams. I remember when everybody wanted to get Jason Williams cards. He was the hottest rookie selling those packs for a while. We got a Fleer Focus. This is from 2003, 2004. Got a Fleer Showcase. Got a couple of those. I believe that might be his rookie. All right. We've got these ones, the Ionix Electrics. That's an Ionix Electrics insert. Here's a rookie. We got a Fleer Brilliance rookie. Those were nice. That was a nice set. Got a Bowman's Best. Got a Fleer Tradition Banner Season. Oh, I got one card of this guy here, right, we found, but it's a 2017 Panini Player of the Day card. And it's Linsanity, Jeremy Lin, who was the hottest, craziest thing going in this area. Yeah, his cards went from like $10, autograph cards went from like $10 to $200-300. I mean, I think they're back down, but for a while there, it was Linsanity. We got a couple of Jermaine O'Neills. We got a Fleer Showcase Jermaine O'Neil. And we got an Upper Deck Artifacts. What year is that? From 2007, 2008. All right, and we got a big stack of baseball here. Yeah, it's all base. No, we got a little bit of hockey at the end. All right. So we got some 1972s. We have Don Carruthers, all 1972 Giants. Got a duplicate on him. Got a Dick Dietz. Jimmy Rosario. Don McMahon. Another Dick Dietz. Steve Stone. And Tito Fuentes. What do they got on the back of them? What is a duster? You got a little comic on the back. A pitch thrown at the batter's head. Wow. That was a duster back in the day. That's what they called it. All right, we'll put this over here. We got different piles. All right. We got some, a bunch of Nolan Ryans. A lot of Nolan Ryan here. Wow. All right, we got an Allen and Ginter from 2021. Stadium Club. Excuse me. You got a 1990 Fleer Award winners. Got an older Stadium Club from 1994. Got a Turkey Red. That's a nice Stadium Club Chrome. Got an 86 Topps. An 89 Fleer. Got a gold label. 2013 Allen and Ginter. Got a 2014 Allen and Ginter. This is a 1989 Classic. Got a Panini. Oh, this is a national promo. And what year is that? From 2014. Got a Don Russ. And we got an Upper Deck World of Sports. So quite a lot of Nolan Ryan there. And we get some more 63s we found. A lot of Philadelphia Phillies from 1963. Got a Jack Hamilton. Art Mahaffey. Dennis Bennett. Got a Bobby Wine. And they have the comics on the back, too. What does it say about Bobby Wine here? All right. Bobby won 2 straight games with hits in 1962. That's nice. Got a Tony Gonzalez, Billy Smith, Clay Dalrymple. Got a Ron Demeter, Billy Kloss, Bob Oldis. Oh, Ruben Amaro. Oh, this is creased. He was a Yankee at one time. See, what does it say? Ruben led 2 minor leagues in putouts. This is before he was a Yankee. Got a Jack Bolchin, Wes Covington, Don Hoke, Roy Sievers, Cal McClish, Paul Brown, and Johnny Klippenstein. What does it say about him? Johnny pitched in the '59 World Series. Doesn't say how he did, but he pitched. All right. All right, we'll throw those over there. Oh, we got some Yankees. Mickey Mantle's coming. Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle's coming. Nothing original. It's all reprints, but that's okay. We got a Diamond King Mickey Mantle. Got the Don Russ. Got an Optic. A Gypsy Queen. And these are a little bit older. These are from 1982. This was a Mantle set, part of a set. This card number 48. It's a pretty big set. You get a Sports Illustrated. Greats of the Game. Those are nice. Got an Absolute. And this set was unusual. It was turkey red, I think from 2007. Had 3 different poses for him. There's the one. Yeah, they had Mickey Mantle. It's not the same card number, is it? No, it's not the same card number. So they had a bunch of Mantle cards in their set. Yeah, not the same number. All right. It's always good to find Mickey Mantles, even if it's not the original. Oh, we got some hockey here. It looks like all Devils coming up. Some of them are in plastic. I had to take it out. We got a Scott Stevens, be a player. Yeah, they're in pretty bad old plastics. Got a Leaf. That's from 97, 98. Doug Gilmour. These were nice. The Black Diamond. Doug Gilmour. Yeah, they were nice cards. Come on out. We got a UD Choice, GM's Choice, Scott Stevens. We got a mini of Joe Newendike. Got a Hot Prospects, Scott Gomez. This is one of those old pinnacles from 97, 98. Bill Guerin. Got a Parkhurst Scott Gomez. Oh, and then the rest is all Chris Terreri. Chris Terreri was great with the fans. I remember him. He was really good. Back in the day, they used to practice the Devils not too far from here. Is that considered South Orange? It's like 15 minutes from here tops, and a lot of the people used to go there and get autographs, and a lot of them were pretty good signers, and you know they would always talk about Chris Terreri. He would sign like crazy. He was mainly the backup to Brodeur, so he was pretty good, Chris Terreri. When you're the backup to one of the best goalies in the game, that's pretty good. So here's a whole bunch of them. We got a 1991 Topps. Got a 91 Score. Here's a 92, 93 Score. Got a Pinnacle from 91, 92. You got a 92 O-Peachy. Oh, just two stuck together here. Here's a Pinnacle from 93, 94. These are nice. The Parkhurst Parkies from 94, 95. And we got a 91, 92 Upper Deck. Oh, Chris Terrari. Not bad. All right, and that's my warehouse finds today. Let me get a little swig of something. Before we go into our card shop story. Now, I'm going to put something on me that hasn't been on me in a long time. And that'll give you a hint of what we're going to talk about. And it's from Panini. Oh. I found these in a box. They really brought up, and just the other day, that's how these card shop stories go sometimes. I have stuff written down that in the future I'm going to talk about, but then I find something like this in a box, and it brings back, I don't know, it's funny. The pandemic was bad. All right. However you think about it, whether it was real or not real or whatever, I'm not going to get into that. But it was scary. It was definitely scary. I remember, Panini, Topps didn't send us nothing. Panini sent us masks a bunch of times with it, disinfectant and stickers, like don't get more than 6 feet away from somebody. They sent the whole package, pandemic package, which was very nice of them, back in the day. But it was a crazy time, as most of you know. This is brand new. It's got the sticker on the inside and everything. And here's another one they sent, another package. They fancied it up a little bit. These were actually Player of the Day masks. And, of course, made in China. Not that I'm going to get into it, but you make a virus and then you profit off of it. That's pretty good. That's not bad, but no, the pandemic was very bad. A lot of people died. But for this business, it was actually really good. I remember we're in New Jersey, and as most liberal states did, we were closed for a long time. The governor closed our store here for probably close to 10 months. And that is closed completely or curbside service, because I think eventually they went to curbside service, which we didn't do. It's not easy. You can't really sell collectibles curbside. But I remember I closed the store actually, I think 3 or 4 days before the mandate. Because they scared you with this stuff. It was crazy. And I had a lot of people playing. And I remember that Sunday, we're doing the Pokemon League. This is before this is in the beginning stages of the pandemic, before everybody went crazy and the governor closed the store. We're playing Pokemon, and I was judging. Yeah, I was judging, I think. And one of the kids kept constantly coughing, and he had his mother with him. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, geez, she's got to take him out of here. What if he has that thing? And why, especially during then, you're bringing your kid in coughing? Thank God nobody got sick over it, but anyway, I think I made a decision then, because we had, probably 150 people a week coming in playing games. And I says, it's too close contact and everything. So I closed a few days before, because they scared me. And I don't want to get anybody get hurt, in my store anyway. So we were closed up, and the card companies kept making stuff for the most part and kept delivering to us. So we had to pay bills. There was no deferment, no waiving of the rent, not for stores, you know. So they tell you to close, but there's no break on the rent. I think some businesses got their rent deferred, which means you got to pay later, but still, I didn't need it. Here's what happens. So I remember they're sending the stuff in. I got nobody in the store to buy it. So I said, let me start selling. I mean, I had an online store, eBay store. We very rarely sold wax. I said, let me bring some wax home and sell it, you know, because I'm pretty much locked up in my house. So I remember I grabbed a few boxes, and maybe about 8 boxes just to see. I brought them home, and I put them on. I looked them up online first, and I remember the first box I looked up was a Topps Archive signature box, and it was in my store for $49. I looked it up on eBay. It's like over $100. I said, you got to be kidding. That's when prices really went crazy. So I said, you know something? If it's going for that, what am I supposed to do? So I think it was going for well over $100. I put it for like $89. It was gone in like an hour, not even. And that's what I did. I pretty much was getting double my shelf price, and I was the lowest price on eBay. So I'd put up like 10 boxes, and they'd be gone within a half a day. And I said, wow, this is crazy. So really, during the pandemic, I made more money than if my store was open, because I had less expenses because the store was closed, even though I had to pay rent and stuff. But I was selling the stuff for double. You know, and I had a big allocation, so we had like not unlimited wax, but it didn't matter, you know. And I saved stuff for people. So I had some breakers that were depending on me. So I remember the FedEx guy. We were supposed to be closed, and it was funny. It was a really ridiculous time in New Jersey. They didn't want you being in the store as an owner, so I had to like sneak. Thank God our store was off the highway a little bit. We were in a strip mall, but it was off the highway a little bit, and I was in there with the lights off, so they really couldn't see in too good. You know, unless you came right up to the window, you really couldn't see in too good. And I had a really good FedEx guy, and I told him, listen, can you save everything and just bring it on Friday? So I would meet him there on Friday, and he would bring the stuff in. And I didn't have a lot of people come in, but I had a half a dozen people come in that really depended on the wax for a living, and mostly box breakers. And I let them pick it up, you know. I by that time installed plastic on the countertops, you know, not plastic. What's the word I'm searching for? You know what I'm talking about. So I had like a separation between the customer and the employee, and we had to have those up when we reopened anyway. So I had already installed that, and I can't remember the word. Oh, it's terrible. So, but you know, the plastic, the glass thing. Plexiglass, that's it. Plexiglass countertop barriers we had. So I had those in, and it was nuts. And then eventually he went to curbside service, which didn't really work for us. I think then we would sneak a little bit more people into the store. But you had to watch. I think there was a couple in Barnesville, which is not that far from here. I remember they were in the news. A couple ladies owned some kind of store, and they were in their store selling online, and they almost got arrested because you weren't even supposed to be in your store. And you know, now that you think back on it, I had a decent sized store. It was about 1,500 square feet, but you know, we wouldn't have a lot of guys in there unless there was a release coming out, or games. On an average day just shopping, we might have had 6 people at a time in the store. So it wasn't that they couldn't separate themselves. So I always thought, I says, what is this, crazy? Walmart can be open with 500 people in the Walmart, but yet I can't be open with 6 people. So it was definitely a screwy situation. And I'm not going to get into the political thing, but, thinking back, it was kind of screwy. So, and that's what happened. Eventually, we were able to open the store with barriers. No games for a long time. Oh yeah, that lasted. Even Pokemon lasted, I think, at least a year after the pandemic. They wouldn't allow people playing because Pokemon's like an international game, and I guess in different countries they had different problems. So that killed our leagues and stuff. But people were buying stuff. Pokemon was that thing. I mean, everything started getting hot then. Pokemon got real hot back then too. So, yeah, I mean, I think the reason the card industry went crazy was you couldn't go to the bar, you couldn't go to the restaurant, you couldn't go to sporting events. There's nothing to gamble on because there's no sporting events. Cards was one of the last few things you could do, And that's where a lot of these influencers came in, and there weren't that many before that. I was on Facebook. I wasn't really even active on YouTube then. I was on Facebook, and I did a lot of things. I kept in touch with my customers. I remember every week, and I think the videos might be still on Facebook. I'm not sure. We had like a fireside chat. Once a week, I'd have it, But, and then, be honest with you, I had people coming to the house to pick stuff up. I would put the merchandise in a bag, hang it on my doorknob here. They'd come pick it up and put the money in the bag. And I would go out there with gloves, grab the bag, and in my foyer, I set up a table for my desk. I threw those bags with the money underneath the table. And I swear to God, I didn't touch them for like 2 months. Because back then they said crazy things like the virus can live on plastic for a week. If somebody coughs in the air and somebody walks by 3 hours later, they can catch it. All crazy stuff. You remember that stuff. So I wasn't touching those bags. I was scared. So it's funny. It's not funny, but it's, when you think about it, it was crazy times. So, and that's my card shop store, because I got to get this box open. It's almost 40 minutes already, but that's what brought it on, was these. Oh, jeez. All right, and Topps didn't give us nothing. So, as usual, get a nice Donruss box. 90 cards per pack. Wow. 15 cards per pack, 6 packs per box. So I'm going to show you just like the inserts and the bigger stars. But we do get one autographed memorabilia in this box with a chance of getting Paul Skeens rookies. I believe there's old timers in here too, if I remember right. And Donruss always makes really nice inserts, even though, they're not licensed, but they look good. All right. Wish me a little luck here. Here we go. Ooh. Got a foil Zach Geloff. A foil Seiya Suzuki. Oh, this is nice. An optic prism Orlovis Martinez. All right. Oh, we got a nice Brooks Robinson. They got like Bartolo Colon. I can't show everybody because we're at almost 40 minutes. Ricky Henderson. So we got mostly old timers here. Ken Griffey Jr., Robin Yount. And then we got rated prospects, Philomene Celestin and Kyle Teal. There we go. But I want Paul Skeens. This way I can give it to Daryl and Cameron because they like the Pirates. We got a Cole Young foil rated prospect. We got a Johan Santana. Got an Optic Heston Kudrat. Oh boy, look what I got. Look at this. So I got lucky. I got a Jersey Kings relic. Paul Skeens. Look at that. That's a beautiful card. That's nice. Wow, that's going on Cameron and Daryl. That's going to be a reward for Cameron. Cameron, that's Daryl's son. He just came back from Austria. He was playing on a USA team over there. I think, what else, Cameron? About 12 years old, something like that. He's a really good hockey player. All right, so that's going to be for Cameron. Oh, we got Don Mattingly. So I did good. Yeah. Without even going through the rest of the box, I did good. Oh, Mariano Rivera. Get a Bubba Chandler rated prospect and a Rhett Lauder rated prospect. Yeah, it's probably the best relic you can get out of the box. I'm thinking. All right, let's see. Next pack. Ellie Double Cruz. That's nice. Oh, we got a nice Jackie Robinson. Frank Thomas. Got a Justin Crawford rated prospect. Charlie Soto rated prospect. We got an Optic rated prospect at Diego Cardia. Ooh, nice. Bomb Squad, Ken Griffey Jr. And a foil, Peter Crow Armstrong. Not bad. Yeah, I like this stuff. They give you a nice mix of the prospects and a lot of good old-timers, too. Right over there. All right, next pack. Oh, Bill Madlock. Albert Pujols. Got a Chiro. Kirby Puckett. Okay. Got a rated prospect of Colson Montgomery. A rated prospect of Elijah Green. And an Optic Frank Thomas. And we still got 2 packs to go. They give you 90 cards, which is not bad either. And I think these go for about 30 bucks. Oh, a Don Mattingly foil. Look at that. Wow, I don't think I have that one. Ryan Braun foil. Let's see here. Oh, another Mickey Mantle. Alex Rodriguez. Cool Papa Bell. Bobby Witt Jr. So they got Bobby Valentine. We got a rated prospect of Sebastian Walcott. A rated prospect of Kendall George. And we got an Optic Prism of Tyler Soderstrom. The last pack. Maybe I'll get a Skeens like regular card. All right, the last pack. We get a Randy Johnson. Pete Rose. Johnny Bench. Got a rated prospect of Jet Williams. Rated prospect of Alonzo Treadwell. Got an Optic of Scott Rowland. A foil rated prospect of Kent Alderman. And a foil Emmett Sheehan. So I can't complain about that box. I got a lot of great old-timers. Got a couple different prospects who I know. But the Paul Skeens was fantastic. So I can't complain. But 30 bucks, it was worth it. A lot of cards there. All right, and that's our box break. Let me get our prizes because we're getting ready to close because we're almost at 45 minutes today. Wow. All right. So we're going to close. We got prizes for Tuesday. And here we go. First out of the box on Tuesday is going to get a 2021 Update Baseball pack from Topps. Second out of the box is going to get a 1977 Topps Steve Carlton. Third out of the box is going to get an Upper Deck 10th anniversary preview of Greg Maddux. And fourth out of the box is going to get a Topps Chasing History Babe Ruth card. All right, so that's all we got for our prizes. All you got to do is comment on this video and be a subscriber. And on Tuesday, we're going to give out those prizes. Don't forget Tuesday also, Sob's Collectibles in Manville, New Jersey. We're going to be there from 1 to 3 at least. That I'm guaranteeing. And we're going to do Pastor Ken's 300 sub video, and he's giving away a lot of stuff. And we're going to do our prizes also. All right. Thanks a lot for tuning in, everybody. Don't forget, collect what you like. Because if it goes up or down, you still like it. And try not to buy a box for more than $120. Because what we've been getting out of this stuff lately ain't been worth it. I got a nice skeins out of a blaster box. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Have a good one.